Time is now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth, straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent daily plant the metropolis times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it is back to the rhymes. Okay. So, school us album sale. How we doing with that? We have what am I doing? What's in here? It doesn't have to be in here. Okay, here it is. The album. I'm off on Wednesday, but a call needs to be made prior to possibly have that money ready. So I'll make a note to call tomorrow. I had my first day at my new station yesterday, so I'm kind of getting my head wrapped around that. Oops. E. So that's that. I think I mentioned I did sell that one for now. So I'm up to $59 anticipating a sale. My daughter wants to go to a concert in Texas, and it seems like a long shot. Most things she wants to do are usually a long shot. This one looks to be one of those. So she says, if I don't need the money for the concert, I'll put the money towards the shirt right away. Apparently, I think it's what's going to happen. So I guess I'm kind of putting those two together, but let me come back to that. But as far as the album, that's where we're at. Okay, finally, my Reformation music video is officially posted. Wow, I gotta thank my wife for her help in getting that thumbnail done. All these things are so hard for me, especially I don't have a ton of extra energy. I think by this time next week, I think I'll have more energy. I'm still recovering from my old station. And yesterday was, if that's an indicator of what's to come, which I think it is, I'll have more energy, no question. I'll start a half hour earlier, but I got off before 6, which never really happened before. So that's good. I do have to get to work earlier, though, because I got to walk to the station most of the time from my church. It's close enough to do it. So anyway, the video is out. I'm so thankful. So now we start the process of sharing. I do. It always starts very easy. And actually, this will be an easier thing to share, I think. The potential for watching time is so much less because the video is only 4 minutes, but the views, I think, because right now the Trump's going to thump is close to 500. And I was just telling my wife, it's like in the last 28 days, I've had 9 views of that, which is cool because I don't think I promoted it hardly at all. So it has a slight life of its own, which is what I'm completely hopeful of. And same with this. So let's see what happens. Like I said, Noah could things. There's a few things. And how do I miss this stuff? I don't know. It's frustrating. I guess when you're trying to watch it, you got chicken. Like you got a window with a chicken there. The chicken has got chickens. It's distracting. It's hard to focus on the elements of the video. And so then I take it home, and I must have had another distraction. I don't know how I missed it. But whatever. It's out there. And let's just go with the flow. We're going to let her rip. All right. So that's done. And actually now, I guess I'll probably leave that category for at least sharing it for 100 times, right? And then once I'm done, then I can maybe come up with a new item. This is a big one, YouTube channel. All right, so I had a problem with my show last week. I couldn't figure out where it went. And I made that little 38-second video saying, and the next morning, I think my daughter closed it or something. It was not her. Turns out YouTube didn't like it. And they have a list of things that are no-nos in their mind. It's not foul language. It's not nudity. Oh, no. It's already talking about, dare I say, maybe they'll shut this down. I shouldn't even list it. Tell you what, go to, because if I'm going to say something, I'll say it. It's so frustrating if I got to police my own speech for what? I think looking forward, I've got to make plans for, like a lot of people, they got to have their, what would you call it, like your backup plan, your generator. So I don't know how I would do this. I mean, it's hard enough for me to learn how to do this. If I were to do something like this, on some other application, some other venue, I would maybe that Vimeo or something like that. I see people using that. Then how do people find it? I mean, you could stream on Facebook, but they got the same people. I mean, Google, if we got Google here in Seattle, and it's like you get right off the freeway, you see Google and got a weird rainbow colored snake. And it's kind of, I think that's about right. Satan with all the rainbow colors. I mean, it's pretty perfect. You try to take what's good and make it evil. And that's what's going on, which is sad because it's a double-edged sword here. I need to be able to speak my truth. Why can't I speak my truth, YouTube, huh? So, because isn't that a good saying these days? Well, your truth is, it's so much of an untruth we can't allow it to stand. So, and who knows how it gets, because these captions could read what you're saying. So maybe it figured out what I said. And I'm not going to speculate because it's missing. But what I did was I went ahead. So after I figured it out, I was able to go through the history on my computer, and I found what I recorded, and it was still there. And I started to record it, and then I ran out of space on my phone. I was like, darn it. So, okay, well, when I finally have a little more time, I want to I'll do 5-6 minute segments, and then I'll put them out, and then maybe one will get removed, and I can try to figure out which one they didn't like. Well, by the time I finally got around to it, which is today, because I think I must have tried to record probably Monday or Tuesday, and I got 9 minutes and 2.5 minutes. So it's about 12, 13 minutes of that beginning of the video. I posted it. That's it. It was gone today. I was like, which is kind of good because as late as I'm starting this, it would have been an hour later plus. I mean, that was tough. All that stuff's tough. And my wife, I think, again, for help. I mean, she helps so much with this stuff. She's learned it. And it's like even my daughter wants to teach me something. I'm just so tired. I don't want to learn nothing. I just want to get this done. I really didn't want to do any of it, but I said the wrong thing. But it did inspire a song, so that will be. I have a song coming up here, and that'll be the next song. What's sad is I finished my last song, and that got cut off, so you don't get to hear the final of the last song. But that's okay. That's the point is to I'll come back to that. But anyway, what a headache. What a pain, man. So rules of engagement, maybe does that go into rules of engagement? Saying the right thing? I had a conversation this week with a fellow from Moldova, and I met a couple today at church from Moldova. I should look up where is Moldova. It's somewhere. It used to be run by Russia, right? Everyone's best friends. He told me the story that his parents said in the 60s or 70s when music would be, what was it? It was illegal music. It was, what was the word? It was illegal. The music was illegal. Jazz or whatever. They would outlaw it. So, man, they were, couldn't even hear jazz or whatever, right? Instrumentals, I guess. So they said a sports person who got to travel outside the USSR would come back with a bunch of records. I don't know how they got them. I don't know how they got them in the country. Who knows? It didn't work for Brittany, whatever the name, Griner, but we talked about that. It was a good conversation. It was a good guy, man. And so they were saying, hey, um, don't talk to me for the next hour. I'm going to be recording. So get the record, and then you get to record it, and then you give the record back, and then now you got to record it, and that's how it's done. So, people adapt. Somehow you get a guy that's able to travel outside the Soviet bloc, and he can get you the song. It's crazy. So, that's kind of the direction we're going. My daughter's trying to explain to me the Hunger Games and to fully understand it because I didn't, whatever. But it still sounds like it's about power and control and that kind of business. And that's just a big human downside, right? So, got people like that. And so that's what we got to deal with. All right. So, LB Ballers, working on that. So with my new schedule, there's two objectives here. One, and I can become a custodian. I changed stations, but I could become a custodian. With either role, two objectives shall be met, I expect. One, having 2 days off a week, and two, not working really past 7:30. But I gotta be able to get where I gotta get to by 8. And I didn't get to where I need to get till 9:30 on Monday. Horrible. How am I supposed to do anything outside of work for these guys? And it's still not enough to get me way over the top. It's good money, I guess, but it's not like, wow, the money's just piling up so fast, I can't stop now. It doesn't go like that. And so when I back off, what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know if I'll just totally drop off, but like I said, I'm still in this transition mode. I went to North Carolina. I went to Ferndale. I'm now at a new station. I could become a custodian. I'm not stable here. As I keep saying, business relationships take time. I'm in a business relationship. I need time to develop relationships. So I don't get down about my outcomes with this. I recognize my limitations, and I just do my best. All right, so music for Back to the Rhyme. So we gotta keep working on that. So merch, I did finally swap out shirts. So now I have in my bag the latest and greatest. And I gotta say, next time I'm gonna do the little logo on the side, not that huge. It might be good to have both. If someone wants to be a little more modest, you put the little logo right here, right? That's more my style. I kind of don't like this big old thing. I don't even know why I did that. And it got even bigger than the last one, I swear. I'd rather be a little more low key than that. I'm kind of embarrassed to wear it, not because I'm ashamed of the music, but just a big old thing. I want to have a little low key. So maybe I just had to finally see it to say nah, or have offer both. So I contacted the Department of Revenue, and they gave me some information on what I need to get a reseller's license. Go online and do that. Not a big deal, but I'm just trying to keep this fellow Richard happy. I won't be seeing him because I changed stations, so it's up to me to go say what's up to him. So let's see. I'll be kind of walking back to my vehicle, so maybe one day I could kind of park. I don't know how much I want to park along Jackson, though. It's just crazy over there. It's all about proximity to downtown and free parking, unlimited free parking. So I still think it's about, hopefully it's less than a 30-minute walk, but we'll see. So yeah, Trump's going to thump, and I mentioned the views and all that. So that's all good. So this is a big deal. So we got You Will Be Glorified. I think I met this fellow already, Dave. So I'm meeting with him this Wednesday, and we're going to talk about what, not just You Will Be Glorified, but he's saying he's open to having a rapper do something at his church. The other fellow, other Richard, said he was open to something like that too. You know, the congregation's somewhat limited, but they might be into it. It's not bad in a very small group. I mean, it's closer to like Bible study. I mean, the amount of people in that gathering, but yeah, let's do whatever. So, okay, so I got to say about You Will Be Glorified. I did finally look into a music copyist that was suggested to me by Zion. And they are out there. I found like the exact wording music copyist, people self-identify as a music copyist or put that in as their skills. There's like four, I think, of this site I found. None local, but ones that says they do Christian music. So I thought, okay. So anyhow, doesn't cost. So right now I'm saying my balance for something is $59. Maybe I need to pay a music copyist. I don't know what they charge to do this. It might be way more than that. I don't know. It's tough if it's not in person. Oh, I don't want to do that. Now my daughter is doing voice lessons with our friend Yumi, though. I don't know. She's just not. Anyway, let's just start with that. I'll be like, Yumi, you got her singing. Can we get her singing this song? What can we do it? Is there anyone else? You know. So I don't know what to do about that, but just keep on plugging away. And then my cousin, I need to try him again and see. But anyway, let's just see. Like I said, it doesn't cost me anything to ask a music copyist. So my concerns: one, the cost; two, I'm not close to you. So are you going to do it the way I want? How are we going to communicate? That is a concern. So I'll look into it. Okay, I'll just tell you a funny story. So, like I said, it was my last week at the Seattle Carrier Annex, and I saw something I never probably thought I'd see, but I saw it. I'm not too surprised to see it, but I didn't think I'd see it. So I seen 2 days in a row. I was delivering mail around 7th and Weller. There's some kind of they got in the Chinatown. They got all these. A lot of them just seem like gambling places, associations of some sort. Like all these associations, community things. But I've been in a bunch, but I see them gambling and doing stuff in there. But this one, I don't think it's quite as much into that as maybe some other music, whatever they do. And there's a seagull sitting up there, and he was in the bathroom up there, whatever. He wasn't flying. And so I was like, is this guy dying? Because I've seen crows look like they're at the end, where they just sit there, you know. And I was like, is that what's going on? So then I saw him the next day, same thing. He's kind of walking around. I mean, that's a whole 24 hours later in the same area. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I saw this guy taking these pictures, the guy across the street, and he said, yeah, that's the mom up there watching him. He can't, or he's too young to fly. Okay. And then I go deliver mail and I come back, and now we got the homeless dude who's running around the neighborhood yelling and dropping garbage in the middle of the street. Now he's carrying the seagull like a football. It's just incredible. And I wanted to film it. I should have done it right away. It's hard when I'm delivering mail to think about that stuff. I already had mail in my hands. I'm like, let me just finish this mail. Hopefully it's still there. But by the time he got back, he was gone. I got back, he was gone. Just so crazy. Whatever. That's the current event, isn't it? I mean, just so nuts. I just blown away by this. I keep wondering about this drug that these guys are using. Is anyone using heroin still? Crack? Why mess with crack or heroin? I mean, you've got that stuff, fentanyl, whatever it is, tinfoil lighter sticking on there, glass straw. You're in business, and I see it. Like I've barely ever seen anyone smoke crack before. I've probably never seen anyone shoot heroin. I've probably seen 50 people doing this thing. It's crazy. And so now with my new station on Third and Union, it's right there. You go down a block, right, by by McDonald's, by Third and Pike or whatever. They're there, and there's a business, and it's all boarded up. I guess they must have closed Target. Is that what it is? So now you get a vacant building. There's a huge need to do something, and so we'll see. But it's crazy. I just see. I mean, whoever wants to pick up the ball. I mean, I want to do it because it's kind of God's put me in the situation to see it really up close and personal. Had it not been for me delivering mail in this area, I don't know that I would feel as convicted about their plight, because I'm around Lake City. I just don't see that extreme. I see some homeless people, but not so out of it, so messed up. It's so sad. It's not right. I mean, we really. It's hard. I mean, because you hear about in like China. Oh yeah, someone's dying on the street. They just walk past and they don't. And then here we're pretty much doing it here. This dehumanization. You just I don't know, get desensitized. We're busy. We gotta. In my case, can't stop and try to help all these guys and keep a roof over my head at this point. By the way, with my business, I'm totally focused on people that want to help people. If you want to make money, go do crypto, go do flip houses. But if you want to help people, we got to talk. Let's talk about that, because that's the mentality. Don't worry about the money later. Let's help people, because as we're helping people, we can make money along the way. But don't worry about that. Let's help people, help people, help people. Serve, serve, serve. And then eventually we'll get our time back, and then we can really make a difference. That's the point. Hello. All right. So, Eye of the Storm is the name of the song. How's that for a beginning of a song? Eye of the Storm is the name of the song. Oh, should I do it? Sure, let's do that. Eye of the Storm is the name of the song. You'll be in the eye of the storm if you got it going on. The people they swarm. The people will swarm. The message is strong. The Storm is the name of the song. Eye of the storm. As you feeling this song, I got a feeling that's strong. Yeah, I'm kind of saying the same thing there. I got a feeling that's strong that'll be the eye of the storm. That's kind of like a hook, intro hook. Wow. Let's start writing the verse. So let's see what I have. Eye of the Storm is the name of the song. You be in the eye of the storm if you got it going on. The people will swarm if the message is strong. Eye of the Storm is the name of the song. Eye of the Storm is you feeling this song? I got a feeling that strong that I need the eye of the storm. All right. Um, I could say something that would upset my daughter. Why would that be I instead of me? Why would that be I? But I could say it. That's not point. Why would that be I? Why would that be me? Why would that be I? Why would that be I? Am I that type of guy? I can say that. Little shout out to L Cool J. I that type of guy. Um, Formed in the distance up in the sky. Fell in your lap. You hear me right? Trying to ignore the eye of the storm. Well, until next time, back to the rhymes. Hold on. Oh, he lost track of time. The storm.